Namaste and welcome. My name is Kristyn Rose, and this is a short and sweet Yin Yoga practice followed by a really nourishing guided body scan relaxation, or you might think of it like a mini Yoga Nidra. For today's practice, this sequence really focuses on the regions of the body, of the hips, the spine, the neck, and the shoulders. So please take your time to come down to the mat, reach for any props that you might need for your practice, a glass of water or a warm cup of tea, and let's begin. So let us begin our practice today by coming to a comfortable seated position, arriving in Sukhasana or easy, sweet pose. Sitting up nice and tall, crossing the ankles, and you may choose to bring in the support of a medium-sized bolster or a block underneath your sitting bones to help relieve any tension in the hips or around the low back. Sitting up nice and tall, relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. And you might take the palms to face the sky, palms open with a natural curve to the fingertips, closing down through the eyes. Welcoming this gesture in the hands, this mudra, symbolic of settling down and into a place of just being open to receiving whatever this practice may have in store for you today. Be open to trusting in the support of the universe, that you are held here, you are guided. As you allow the eyelids to become heavy, relax and soften your awareness into that quiet, dark, inner space behind the eyelids. Unhinge the lower jaw. And begin to notice the natural, unaltered rhythm of your breath. The breath that moves like waves in and out of the body. Breath rolling in and rolling back out. Breathing in, I welcome peace into my life and into my heart. Breathing out, I release anything that stands in the way of that peace. Starting to smooth out the turning points in between the breath. So the breath flows like a stream of oil. Breathing in, I welcome peace into my life and into my heart. Breathing out, I bless and release what does not bring me peace. Start to introduce a 4-count breathing rhythm. Inhale to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale to an equal count. A few more rounds at your own pace. Samavritti pranayam, equal waves breathing. Slowing down the breath inviting a sense of ease into the mind, the body, the whole nervous system, untangling tension. Each breath, welcoming that wave of peace to cascade down and through every fiber of your being. Exhale, releasing the count. And yet the depth of this breath might remain. Bring the hands together, palm to palm at the heart in Namaskar Mudra. Keeping the eyes closed or finding a soft gaze. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, take the arms wide and let the fingertips come all the way down to the earth, extending out through the arms. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, lengthen the spine from root to crown. Exhale, let the chin fall down towards the chest, as if you were gazing inward towards the heart. Breathing in to welcome peace. Breathing out to let that peace ripple throughout the entirety of your being. On the next inhale, start to roll the left ear towards the left shoulder. Finding that nice deep stretch in the side of the neck. Exhale, release chin to chest. Other side, inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Allow the breath to be your guide here. Rolling out the head and the neck. A few more rounds. Listening to the body's natural wisdom. If you find a sweet spot of sensation where you'd like to pause and linger for a few breaths, let that be. This is your practice. And be sure to listen to your body, your very best teacher, before you listen to my guidance. Slowly release chin to chest. Inhale, gently lift the gaze up. Lean back into the palms, extend out through the legs, and let's transition down onto the back of the body. Slowly finding your way down into a supine position on the earth, hug the knees into the chest. You might take a moment to rock the knees side to side or circle out the knees. Massage the low back, the sacral area. Circling the knees in one direction and then the opposite direction. Release your feet to the earth, extend out through the legs. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers, press the palms away from you. Point the toes and find a nice big long stretch throughout the whole body here. Good, release, let the limbs become heavy. Keep the pelvis, the hips just where they are, and start to sweep the heels over to the right side of the mat. From there, arch the upper body over to the right side, so coming into a supine lateral or side body stretch, Banana Asana. Opening up through the left hemisphere of the body. Relax the head and the arms down. You might take hold of the left wrist with the right hand, find a bind. Or you might bend the elbows, take hands to find opposite elbows. If you notice any numbness, tingling in the hands or the fingers, You can always relax one or both arms down by your sides. The focus is on the shape of the spine. And finally, to add a little bit more depth, you might cross the left ankle, outer ankle over the right. Closing down through the eyes. Take a gentle breath in. Relaxed breath out. Settle into the stillness that abides here and now. Knowing that we will linger here for some time. Following the guidelines, the principles of Yin Yoga, the tattvas. 3 steps that guide our practice. The first is finding your edge. Feeling into that resistance as you settle into the posture. Finding sensation, but nothing that feels like too much. Nothing too little. Something just right. Once you have found your edge, make a heartfelt commitment to remain completely still. Stillness is key. And then all that's left is time. Within that time, as you journey deeper into stillness, deeper into sensations, the mind may wander. It is in its nature. And yet allow your awareness to always come back home to the breath. Allow this to be your anchor into the present moment. Savor your last few rounds of breath here on this side. Notice what it feels like to breathe into the left side lung, the left side body. And then very slowly, find your way back to center. Bring the spine to neutral. Relax the arms down by your sides. Come into a mini Shavasana. A few breaths here to scan your awareness down and through the body. Notice any difference between left and right side. Breathe in, reach the arms up, press the palms away, point the toes, take a nice long stretch. Exhale to surrender to gravity, the body becoming heavy. Heels to the left, upper body arches up and over to the left. And just taking your time here to self-organize the body, to find your edge, welcoming sensations into the right hemisphere of the body now. Closing down through the eyes. And welcome each exhale, each breath as an opportunity for you to let go, to create space for peace in your practice and also in your life. Waves of peace rolling in. Ripples of peace rolling out. we'll explore about 2 to 3 minutes of stillness in each pose. And yet listen to the body. With time, you may feel drawn to explore a second edge, to adjust the position of the body to find more depth, or to take a step back. Or if pain arises in the body, please come out. Find another shape. Savoring the last few breaths here on this side. Knowing that you are so welcome to stay if you feel called to stay. As you feel complete, come back to center. Relax the arms down, palms to the sky. And again, a few breaths here to scan awareness down and through the body. Noticing any similarities now between right and left side. And nice and slow, bend the knees. Extend the right arm up and over. Roll over onto the right side body. And gently press yourself up to a seated position. Inviting the knees bent towards the chest and then open wide like the wings of a butterfly. Draw the soles of the feet to touch, sitting up nice and tall. Coming into butterfly pose. So you might bring in a block underneath one or both of your knees or thighs. Option 2, draw the heels in close to the groin pit or bring the heels a little bit further away. Yogi's choice. And sitting up nice and tall, you can cup the feet into the hands. Option to stay here or hinge forward at the hips, curve the spine, and just let the head and the upper body become heavy. Perhaps relaxing the forearms down to a block or the earth, palms to the sky. Again, that gesture of just being open to receiving, to allowing sensations to arrive just as they are. Closing down through the eyes. Surrender to the activity of gravity. Letting the breath carry you into deeper and deeper stillness. Softening any lingering tension throughout the muscles, the tissues. Allow the bones to become heavy. Each breath releasing any lingering tension from the mind. Letting go of thoughts. Allow the mind to become quiet and still. like a serene lake. Nice and slow, start to press the ground down, lift the chest. Close the knees up like a book. Hug the knees into the chest, offering yourself a loving, gratifying squeeze. Take the hands behind you, the feet wide, and just let the knees fall from side to side like little windshield wipers. Good. Coming onto all fours, a tabletop pose. And from here, take a gentle breath in as you drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone up. Exhale, tuck the chin, dome the upper back, and draw the tailbone down. Flowing through a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, open the chest, arch the back. Cow. Exhale, release, draw the navel towards the spine, cat. Beautiful. Bring the spine back to neutral. Keep the hips over top of the knees. As we come into puppy or heart-melting pose, walk the hands forward towards the top of the mat. Spread out through the fingertips. Open the chest. Bring the forehead down to the earth. If this pose feels a little bit spicy for you today, you can always lower the forearms down. Clasp hands to opposite elbows and let the forehead come to rest on the forearms. And of course, you are always invited to soften into that comfortable refuge of child's pose if you choose. If you are on the other side of the spectrum and you are seeking a little bit more depth today, you can lift your gaze and bring the chin to the mat. Remember that you can always change your mind. Sinking deeper into stillness, and all that's left is time. Follow the waves of each breath. The breath brings us back to the present moment, here and now. For the breath is always present. Slowly coming up, walk the hands back under the shoulders. You might offer a little moan, a groan, or a yawn as you come out. Dome the upper back to a nice deep cat stretch. Rise up onto the finger pads and just sway a little forward and back. Good. Ground through the palms. Slide the right knee in between the hands and hook the right ankle to the left. From there, slide the left knee in behind the back of the right and hook the left ankle to the right. So we come to prepare for shoelace pose. You might reach for a block or a cushion. If you are using a block, I invite you to use the pointy edge of a block and take that just underneath your seat, pointing forwards, and then start to walk the hands back, coming to sit on top of your prop. You can rock a little forward and back to stack the knees. Slide the fleshy parts of your calves out of the way, create space, sitting up nice and tall. If this feels a little bit too intense for you today, you can extend the bottom leg out and come into half shoelace. You might stay here. Or inhale, reach the arms out. And exhale, bring the right arm underneath the left. Give yourself a nice big hug. Holding here or find eagle arms. Bring the backs of the hands to touch or find that full bind palm to palm. Lifting up through the fingertips. Feel that broadening through the scapulas, the shoulder blades, around the back of the heart. Yogi's choice to stay or start to hinge forward at the hips, drawing the elbows down towards the knee. Taking a gentle breath in. Relaxed breath out. Holding eagle arms in this variation, a little bit more advanced. So if at any time you feel like you would like to release the bind, bring your hands to the earth, palms to the sky, you can soften. Remember that this is your practice. It can be helpful to remember that 4-count breathing rhythm. Becoming aware of thoughts as they arise. Letting thoughts go. Letting them pass on by like clouds. Coming into the field of your awareness. And then releasing. Dissolving into space. Slowly coming up. Uncoil the arms. Lean forward to remove any props. Extend the legs back, coming into table. And from here, just start to circle at the hips. Little circles or big circles, yogi's choice. And then moving in the opposite direction. Good. Coming back to center. Begin to slide the left knee forward. Hook the left ankle to the right. And again, coming into shoelace pose on the other side. So stacking the knees. So you start to lean back, reaching for a prop. Or again, option to come into half shoelace. Extend the bottom leg, the right leg out. Focusing your attention on stacking the knees. Drawing opposite heels to opposite ankles. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, you can stay here or inhale, reach the arms out. Good. Exhale, left arm under right this time. Maybe find your eagle arms. If you have the eagle arms bind, gently lifting up through the fingertips. Feeling that beautiful openness around the back of the heart. You can stay here or hinging at the hips, inviting flexion into the spine, folding forward. Take your time to settle in. This side might look or feel a little bit different than the other side. The beauty of exploring asymmetrical positions in Yin Yoga. Giving yourself that time and space to find your edge. Long, slow, smooth, deep breaths. May they allow you to find comfort in the discomfort. Welcoming peace in and peace out. Slowly coming up. Release the arms. Remove your props. And release the legs. Back to table. Notice what the body needs, perhaps a few rounds of cat and cow. Perhaps circling out through the hips or creatively undulating the spine in some way. Cross the ankles, extend the legs out in front, transition down onto the back of the body. Knees bent, feet grounded. Cactus the arms out to the sides. Preparing for a supine belly twist. Scuttle the hips to the left side of the mat. Let the knees fall up and over to the right. Inch the shoulder blades in the head towards the top of the mat. Find length through the spine. If the left shoulder lifts up, ground through the left shoulder. If there's a gap between the knees, you might slide a block or a pillow in between the thighs. Perhaps turning your gaze over towards the left to engage the full length of the spine into the twist. If you are seeking more depth, you might explore a cat pulling its tail. So draw the bottom heel, the right heel towards the groin, extend the left arm and reach the left hand for the top of the right foot, introducing a nice quad stretch into the right thigh, perhaps resting the right hand on top of the left thigh. Closing down through the eyes. Welcome this gentle ringing out effect with each breath. Notice what it feels like to breathe into this shape. Savoring your last few rounds of breath here. Release the bind, draw the knees back up to center, realign the spine. You might enjoy just lifting the pelvis and the hips up and down 1 or 2 times. Coming to the other side. So hips to the right, knees to the left. That little adjustment in your hips just helps to bring the spine into alignment. Again, options to come into cat pulling its tail, so drawing the left heel towards the glutes. Reach the right hand for the top of the left foot, left hand to the right thigh. Taking a gentle breath in. Relaxed breath out. Completely letting go. Very slowly, as many breaths as you need, unraveling the twist, honoring any fragility that you might experience after a longer hold. Take it slow, hug the knees into the chest. Settling down and into our final pose of rest, into Shavasana. Extend the arms, the legs. To add in more comfort, you might bring a medium-sized bolster in behind the back of the knees, or a pillow or folded blanket in behind the back of the head. Take your time to reach for your props. For an added grounding effect, you can also take a block or a weighted sandbag on top of the low belly, palms to the sky, or perhaps palms facing down on the earth, or coming to rest somewhere on the physical body. Close. closing down through the eyes. Take a gentle breath in. Hold at the top of the inhale. Exhale to release. Feel the body becoming heavier and heavier. Again, breathing in. Hold. Breathe in a little more. Release. The whole body melting back and down. One more like this, in through the nose. Hold. Breathe in a little more. And release. Welcome the natural, unaltered rhythm of your breath to return. Sink and soften deeply into the darkness behind closed eyes. Feel the support of the earth beneath the back of the body. Noticing the contact points where the body meets the ground. Soften into these contact points. Notice the breath. Notice the breath at the navel center. The gentle rise and fall of the diaphragm. Reestablishing a gentle diaphragmatic breathing rhythm. Breathing in, I welcome peace into my life and into my heart. Breathing out, I release anything that stands in the way of that peace. Breathing in, I welcome peace into my life and into my heart. Breathing out, I bless and release what does not bring me peace. Like a mantra, you might mentally whisper the word peace on the inhale and the exhale. Begin to welcome a peaceful wave of relaxation to cascade down and through the whole body. Inviting awareness now to rest at the center of the forehead. Relax and soften the forehead like a drop of peace, like healing nectar, dissolves down and into the center of the forehead. Center of the throat. Relax the throat center. Center of the chest. Relax both sides of the upper chest. Waves of peaceful relaxation cascade across the collarbones to the shoulders, down the upper arms to the elbows, forearms, wrists, both hands, all 10 fingers. Relax all 10 fingers. From fingertips back to the center of the chest, the heart center, navel center, the low belly and vital organs coming to rest so deeply. Both hips, the whole pelvic bowl. A tidal wave of relaxation cascades from hips down through the upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, heels, both feet, all 10 toes. Relax the toes and the whole body now. The whole body resting so deeply. Waves of relaxation carried by the breath flow down and through the body, from the crown of the head to the soles of the feet. Waves of relaxation flowing down and through the body. Breath flows in through the crown, down and out through the feet. Just imagine breath, waves of peace flowing in through the crown and out through the feet. Dissolve into an ocean of peace. The deep, ever-present peace that abides here and now, dissolving back and into it. slowly start to bring your awareness into the back of the body, to the earth beneath the body. You may feel called to linger in stillness for some time. When you feel ready, take a deep and generous breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Start to gently wiggle the fingers and the toes. Nod the head side to side. Maybe find a gentle stretch through the body. And just taking your time to roll to one side and gently press yourself up to a seated position. Closing our practice together by bringing hands together, palm to palm at the heart in Namaskar. Taking a moment to offer yourself a little bit of gratitude today for taking this time just for you. And to all of our teachers, past, present, and future, and to the traditions we have borrowed these practices from. Thank you. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy, healthy, peaceful, and free. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Thank you all so much for joining me on the mat today. Again, my name is Kristyn Rose, and if you enjoyed this practice, please like this video. You can subscribe to join this beautiful online community of people who are seeking more deep rest and mindfulness practices through Yin Yoga, restorative yoga, and of course, Yoga Nidra. You can find more ways to practice with me in person in the description below. And if you are excited about Yin Yoga and looking to deepen your practice, please sign up to get on the wait list for my upcoming Conscious Yin for Soma and Psyche Yin teacher training program. I'm so excited to be creating this immersive experience for all of you, and I would love for you to join me. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day.